Hi guys, John with you again. Yes, again. No, can't get rid of me. Can't get rid of a good bad thing. Never the same. Anyway, it's time now for another unboxing. Time to start a new project. And usually when I start a new project, I do it over a series of videos. First video with the unboxing. Then we've got the build. Depends on the kit. Then there might be one video, two, maybe even three videos if it's quite big build. And then we get painting and usual weathering and all that kind of thing. And then we sort of do the final reveal of how it finally looks. Now those of you that do know me know what way my videos run, and those of you that don't, you're in for I wouldn't call it a treat, but shall we say, there are modelers out there who take modeling very, very serious. They strive for perfection. They make sure that everything is historically correct. They go for the correct colours, right down to, you know, precise colours, and they do fabulous work, absolutely fabulous work, and fair play to them, absolutely fair play to them. I've nothing, you know, don't get me wrong, but I'm not one of those. I'm the type of person that enjoys modelling as a hobby. In other words, something I can do every now and then when I'm a bit bored. I take a kit, I build it, I paint it up, and I have fun. I enjoy what I do. I don't, you know, I don't do bad jobs. I don't think so anyway. Judging by comments and things like that, I'd say I'm kind of a slightly above average, slightly. But I enjoy what I do, and to me that is the main thing with a hobby. Now, those other type modelers that I'm talking about, you could say it's a hobby, but it's more of a it's more of a pastime, okay, as opposed to a hobby. And a pastime is something you take a little bit more serious. Like you got golfers now that go out and they just poke the ball around. They don't care how many times it takes them to go down. They get the ball to go down the hole. They get out for the fresh air, meeting people, and just hitting the ball around the course. And then you got the say the amateur golfers that go out there and try to do their best every time. You know, so, and with modelling, I'm the kind of person that basically goes out there for a bit of fresh air and poking the ball around the course. So that's enough about me. My unboxing videos, not very technical, as in, you know, names of parts and things like that. I use terms like shooty things and roundy yokes and flanges and things like that. What I don't know I make up, basically. But it doesn't really matter when you're just a hobby modeler. They're just parts, really. So when it comes down to just parts, what condition are those parts in? How good is the moulding on them? Will it take a wash, make it look good? Are they, you know, is it very brittle plastic? Is it very flexible plastic? Is it got loads of flash on it? And that kind of thing. You know, how many parts are in the box? Is it full of parts? In other words, when you buy your boxes, you're getting loads and loads of things, so you know that by the look of it, this is going to be a big build. Or is it just a big box with only a small few sprues in there and a small few parts, and everything is moulded on for you? Those kits can be fun, and so can the kits with tons of parts. Depends what you want. So this time we're doing the World War I British Tank Mark IV Male. It's a Tamiya kit. It's motorised. This particular one comes with a set of 5 figures. Quick look at the box there before we actually go down and start taking it apart and seeing what you get inside and everything else. Okay, that's the box. So, without further ado, let's go down to the bench. Let's have a look at what you get for your money. Okay, so Okay, so here we are down at the bench. Now, as you can see from the size of my hand, it's reasonably good sized box. It's a World War One, should I say, beg your pardon, British tank Mark for male. It's got a motor, so it runs motorized. It's the export version exclusive World War One British infantry set of 5 figures included. It's in 1/35 scale, and it's from Tamiya. Okay. The side of the box art is just another picture of the tank itself. Nothing exciting there whatsoever. Okay, it just shows you that's the separate kit that you can buy with the figures, but it's included in this one. So, a nice little freebie, which you probably pay for anyway. Okay, so what do you get in the box? As you can see, it's reasonably packed with sprues. I've got 2 sprues here, which are the figures and the figure sets. Okay, in a nice light grey. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bags of cream coloured plastic sprues. These will be for the main vehicle itself. We've got a bag with sprockets and cogs and wheels and all that kind of things. Now the bag is split, so I got to be careful with that. We've got a bag with all our individual track links. And we've got a bag of our electrics, okay, with our motor and some gears and little screwdriver, an Allen key, some oil, loads of little bits and pieces, some rope, some wires. We'll look at them a little bit later on. We've got our decals, decals, transfers and our stickers. And we've got our paperwork. Now, I normally leave the paperwork to last, but this time I'll do it differently. We'll start with the paperwork. Okay. First off, we've got this piece here. It's in all the new Tamiya kits. They all seem to have this kind of a setup. Right. Let me just zoom out there so we can see what we're doing. Right. And we've got a nice pull out there with colour callouts and decal placements for the kit itself. Gives us 3 colour callout options, decal options, whatever you want to call it. They're basically all 3 tanks are the same colours. It's kind of a shit brown colour, I think that's what the soldiers refer to it as. First call out is for Glamorgan G Battalion, location unknown, in 1918. The H-45 Hyacinth, H Battalion, rear Rubecourt, France, near Rubecourt, France, November 1917. And we got the B-28 Black Arrow 2, B Battalion, Fontaine Notre Dame, France, November 1917. So there are the 3 options that it gives us for markings and all that. Okay, we got some nice detailed pictures. I think they are of the actual vehicle rather than a model of it, actually, you know, so that's quite nice. And some nice colour callouts there, little bits of information on the vehicle itself then, telling, you know, what their various parts are and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, so we get a nice little information sheet there, nice good colour callouts and all that. We get the colour callout and painting option, very layouts basically for the 5 figures. Like I said, this is available as a separate set. We have the officer with his Webley revolver and his swagger stick. We have an infantryman charging, an infantryman in the kneeling position, an infantryman here getting ready to move, and we got a Lewis gunner in the prone position. And he's got his little Lewis ammo pouches there with the round box magazine. Okay, and there we go. We got some nice colour callouts and how to build the figures. That's for them. And then we're on to our main instructions. Our main instructions for the kit itself. It's booklet form. Okay. We're not going to go through step by step showing you. We'll find out that in the build itself. Okay. We'll have a quick look here to the back, so we can see that there are 37 steps in total. Okay. Shows you then for fitting the batteries. Your battery thing will slide in and out for where one of the sponsons is. So one of your sponsons is clip on and clip up offable. We'll tell you what you get in each kind of bag. Here's our parts, putting them all together. There isn't too much in each step, which is important. It's important for me because I find that if it's too much in each step, it can get very, very confusing. You can sometimes some of those dragon kits, especially, I find their instructions to be a little bit overpowering. Okay, you nearly want a master's degree in engineering just to be able to figure out the instructions. But these seem to be quite simple, quite, easily laid out. Not too many steps in each section, so easy enough. And like I said, it's booklet form, which is quite handy. Pages aren't too big. You can imagine a kit like that now with the one big pull-out sheet. You'd be all over the shop. So anyway, let's get down to the parts themselves. We will start with the main tank, and then we'll go on to the figures and things. We'll start with the main tank first. And the first of our little bags. Okay, we've got our first bag. What appear to be the side sponsons. Now I must say that the quality of this plastic is absolutely beautiful. It really, really is. I'll just put an extra little bit of light on there. It's just that when I was let me zoom in. There we go. It's just that it shines off the box, so I turned off the light for the box. Okay, so closer look at these parts. This is sprue E. Is there a date on these? 2014, so it's not too bad, it's not too old. Kit is out about 6 years. Well, there's no flash anyway, and the quality of the plastic is lovely. It really is nice. And those molds and all the rivets and things, they're nicely prominent. So they'll take, for dry brushing and washing, whichever technique you use for weathering. It looks quite nice. It'll take washes lovely. There's a nice deep panel line along there. Lovely rivet detail. Okay, as you can see, very, very nice detail indeed in those. Right, so that's sprue E. Our next bag. We've got two identical sprues, so we'll have a look at one of them. We put one away. Right, this is sprue P and sprue A. So we've got A and P all nicely joined together. And A, as you can imagine, are our wheels, because sprue A always seems to contain wheels, doesn't it? Okay, and sprue P Seems to have bits of sponson guns and things. I don't know exactly what they are. It looks like the guns for the sponsons. Right, so that's sprue P there, and this is sprue A. We've got all our little wheels. This thing has an abundance of wheels. So if this is sprue A and there's two of them there, so all those wheels are just for one side, so that's duplicated on the other. Okay, but not really worried about that. What we're worried about in the unboxing is what's the condition of them. Do they have flash? Is the cleanup going to be hard? That kind of stuff. But they absolutely look lovely. They really, really do. Very, very crisp, very clean, very nice indeed. No flash. Beautiful moulding. Seam lines practically non-existent. I haven't seen any anyway, not so far. Okay, so we'll have another quick close look at some of them. And there's the P. Sprue P, that is. Okay. Right, that is sprue P. Next bag. In the next bag, just to confuse us, we have two more bags. We got two bags in that bag. No shortage of bags then anyway. That great bag shortage of 2014 didn't come into effect in where these were made anyway, that's for sure. Right, we'll have a look at that one in a second. This one, you can see all our little pins there for holding the wheels, and as you can see from all the pins that there's lots of bloody wheels. We have the left and the right here. This is sprue C. Detail is very, very nice. Nice detail along the top there. Okay. And whatever these parts are here, I do not know. Probably the unditching log, but then again I won't swear to it because it doesn't seem to be one full piece. This might be the unditching log. I don't know, don't care. So anyway, there's our parts. This is sprue C. Again, nice mouldings, no flash, no ejector pin marks where they're going to be spotted that need filling. It's quite nice, and you can get a nice idea of the size that the vehicle is going to be. It's going to be quite a nice size. Okay, so that's sprue C. Sprue D. I don't know actually. Find out when we pull it out, won't we? Oh, sprue B. Sprue B. Sprue B. It's got our side panels and things. Okay. Again, some lovely moulding there on those rivets and things. As you can see, very, very nice detail. Nicely raised rivets and things. Again, no flash. No ejector pin marks. Quality of the plastic is very, very nice indeed. Seam lines, again, non-existent. So you're going to have very, very little clean up, apart from where you have the sprue gate joins. That's about the only clean up I can see to be done on them. And being a Tamiya, we know that it's going to be a good fit. Okay, so that is sprue B. We've got our side panels and things. Okay. So we've our last bag of parts. Oh, some poor dog outside getting strangled. he doesn't shut up, I'll go and strangle him myself. And I wouldn't. I'm too kind to pets, says he. Anyway, right, we've got our bottom and our top of the tank. I'd say that's the bottom and that's the top. Quick, educated guess. Okay. Right. Exhaust pipe. Boxes and things. There's that rail that goes over the top of it for the unditching log. And amazing how that unditching log thing, that the Russian vehicles still have an unditching log. The Allies, or I won't say the Allies, but the NATO tanks and things, they have a different system for that. They kind of keep a block inside in the there's the big storage bins, and they have a block system that goes into that, and they can attach it to the track, and it flies around. But on Russian tanks, you'll always see that they have a big log on the back of them, carried on from WWI. But again, these parts, like I said, they are absolutely beautifully moulded. Okay, beautiful condition. Right, this is Sprudy. Right. So, some lovely condition of parts. Very nicely done indeed. Right, we're on now to the little bags. Okay. Now, I don't want to open this bag as yet. I want to get a little Tupperware container, because these little sprockets are loose. I don't want them. The bag is already opened and they're already loose, shall I say. So I don't want to make it any more. They're kind of tangled in around there, so it suits me down to the ground if they're not going to fall out. But I'll get a little Tupperware box, handy for keeping all these little loose parts. Right, so we've got some sprockets and things. There's two identical little sprues in there. We've got some gears and things, gears and sprockets and all that type of stuff. Okay, so we've got a little bag with them. I'll pop that back in there and put that back over. Like I said, until I get a little Tupperware box to make it nice and handy. Alright, and the same will apply to the tracks. Little Tupperware box. I find these little Tupperware boxes are they're a godsend. I have one here. At the moment, it's got some snow in it. Yes, some snow. Young Mr. Cleve sent me on that, Les, and thank you very much. And I still have plenty of snow, so I can do a sort of a snow effect diorama at some stage. But little boxes like these, they're ideal for parts like that. Help keep them in track or in order, so you won't lose them. Right, here's our individual track links. I will open it up because the bag looks quite sturdy, and like I said, I'll be putting them into the little Tupperware box. So we'll just get out two of them and see how they go together. Okay, so here they are. Someone said that these are the easiest thing to put together. You just sort of line them up and push. Oh yeah, little click. Very, very nice, very nice. No cleanup whatsoever on those. Okay, and as you saw, they fit together very, very easy. Okay, so there's our tracks. Alright, we have a bag of them. Next bag is our bag of electrics and electronics. Okay, Same idea again with this. Little Tupperware box, dead handy. You pick up Tupperware boxes in pound shops or dollar stores, and you can get little multi-pack of small ones. I spotted them there yesterday when I was in town, and why I didn't pick them up I don't know. I just picked them up, I had them in my hand, and I said, oh, I want them, don't I? Or do I? Convinced myself I didn't want them, went home, and just as I got home I went, oh yeah, I did want them. Ain't that typical, ain't that typical. Right, so in here we've got a piece of chain, metal chain, quite nice. That'll be our unditching chain for the unditching log. We've got a bit of rope, and we've got some poly caps, right? We've got our little motor with some cogs and things. Okay, nicely color coded, red and blue. A little switch and all in there. We've got our battery container, which takes a, by the looks of it, it's a AA battery, or is it a AAA? AA battery. We've got a bag of screws and little bars. Not quite a bolt, they're just a little bar, unthreaded. We've got a little bottle of oil, or sorry, grease, little bottle of grease. We've got some more electric parts. I think that's actually for the battery compartment. We've got a little bag here with some metal gears and some brass little brass tubies. Okay, all will come apparent what they're all for as we build. Okay, but there's a fair few metal cogs in there, or gears, whichever you want to call them. Right, and we've got a little metal bar. We've got a little Phillips head screwdriver, tiny little thing, handy for fixing your spectacles later once we've kit all done, and a small Allen key. Alright, so that's what's in our electronics bag. If you're like me and you're a novice to all this kind of electronics type stuff, this should be fun. Looking forward to it. I'm looking forward. I was going to say looking forward to it, I'm not, but I am. Can't see myself making a hames of it. We'll enjoy it anyway, whether it works or not. For a finish, we'll enjoy building it. Okay, and if it works, then that's a bonus. Right. So finally, when it comes to the sprues, we've got our figures in 2 bags. Okay. Bag 1 contains our 5 figures. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 1 torso there, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Legs everywhere. I was trying to count bodies. Okay. Now the moulding of them looks quite nice actually. This is Sprue Z. As I say, when this kit was made. No, we're not going to get a date on that part of it anyway. Okay, so there's the figures for that. Right. And here then we've got just the parts for the figures. We've got a couple of rifles, some with bayonets, some without bayonets, of the Enfield 303s. We've got our Lewis gun. We've got some Brody helmets there. We've got another officer's type cap. We've 2 of them. So we're going to have a few spare bits and pieces, which is nice. Yeah, our Lewis gun parts there and that. Okay, so that's basically the kit, right? All that's left now to look at, believe it or not, is just the decal sheet. Okay, so we'll have a quick look at the decal sheet. Why not? Seeing as we've gone this far, let's continue it and look at the whole lot if we can. Now, why am I having problems here? Because I'm a total buttwad. When in doubt, bring out the sharp knife. Isn't that what they say? When in doubt, bring out the sharp knife. Right. You've got a card here with some actual stickers as opposed to decals. Right. Your on-off switch. And it tells you to be cautioned, there's rotating parts and things. And we've got our decals, decals transfers, and our stickers. I want to be careful opening this bag. There we go. Okay, there's our decals. Again, they are very, very nicely done. They're nicely thin. There's not very little carrier film on them, if you can look at that. Okay. Very little carrier film. Carrier film is all the excess, going up to the line. Sometimes you get a decal like that, and it's nearly twice as much carrier film on it than anything else. But they look quite nice. Okay, I must admit, very nice indeed. Okay, so that's it for our unboxing of this this beautiful kit from Tamiya. It's the World War I Mark IV Mail. I'll be starting that almost immediately, as in I'll probably start it tomorrow, which for me is almost immediately. Okay, so there's our kit, and we're going to get started on it. And don't forget to join me for the build series. Okay, so in the meantime, enjoy your modelling, be nice to one another, and go out and buy yourself a kit, build it and enjoy it. John signing off. I'll catch you on the next one, lads. Stay safe. Bye bye.